What's going on, folks? Text TV. First of all, props to Auburn. A little late on the crow. Let's be real here. I haven't seen any Auburn fans on here. But I did think Florida would win the game. Probably not 100% confident, but probably at 60-70%. Wow. Plenty of opportunities to win this game. Wasn't in the cards. I think one of the main reasons we're in this game is early on Auburn. They missed two, I would say, chip shot field goals, but 40-plus yard field goals. That kind of helped us. Seemed to bite the bullet on those plays. Defense played a hell of a lot better, but let's be honest, it's Auburn. We're not talking Alabama or LSU. But, credit to Auburn because they do have a pretty decent offense. I'd probably rank them as probably like the third or fourth best offense we played this season. So they got the job done. Pulled it out there in the end. Touchdown to seal the game. So or field goal to seal the game. It is what it is. We're stuck in the situation we got. Gator fans, but got the rest of the season. The SEC title game, that's out of the picture. We can forget about that. Now we can focus on getting to a bowl game. I think Brantley's supposed to be practicing this week. I know Brissett and Driscoll got equal time last week, so Brantley can't go, then, back to square one. But he has been walking around, stuff like that, moving in the pocket. I think it's the lateral movements and stuff like that. Some good news, our best corner is supposed to be taking some reps this week. Jeremy Brown, he's been out since the fall camp. He hasn't played at all this season. He had about 3 or 4 interceptions last season. He's definitely our best corner. Of course, we kicked off the other one. Janoris Jenkins, he's gone. So, I think most certainly that Auburn game really showed how young this team is, and how much we're still trying to grow as a team and find our identity and get this offense going. I love the play calling by Weiss. I think that's more to the fact that he has to use, what he got. Smaller receivers, smaller running backs, two very young quarterbacks. I mean, it's almost like he had one hand tied behind his back. So I know people are kind of questioning what he's doing. I mean, Brissett and Driscoll, they're putting us in some good situations, but on the other hand, they're not really helping us out winning the ball game. You gotta deal with it. The whole special team stuff, the muff punts, that was just like, it's disappointing, especially Chris Rainey. That the call was, I don't know, it's iffy. It could have gone either way. I definitely think the Auburn defender could have definitely had time to get out of the way. It's probably like a 5, 6, 7 yard cushion. When he saw Rainey throw up his hands, if he was going to run into him, you might as well just tackle him. It's obvious he knew he fucking signaled for a fair catch, or else he would have just speared his ass right there. So he knew he was going to fair catch it. He could have just ran off. There was nobody in his way, but he just ran right into Chris Rainey. And they picked up the ball, got the ball there, and it is what it is. So he scored a touchdown. So. Got Georgia coming up this week. It's going to be a tough game. It's a big game in a lot of the older Gator fans' minds. Me, I see it as another SEC game. That's just part of the era I grew up in the 90s. Since I've been watching Gator football, we haven't had really any trouble with Georgia. No offense to Georgia, but Florida loses to Georgia, it's like losing to like a Kentucky or Vanderbilt. But that's just in the era that I've witnessed. You talk about games back in the 80s, 70s, well, things get a little bit different. Yeah, I think once again, it's kind of reminiscent of last year. Georgia coming in riding high, Florida coming in a 3-game losing streak. Does it bode well for Florida? I don't know. Some will say, we just have to show up in Jacksonville. I mean, we still got to play the game. I think if Brantley can come back, we'll see how good he is, how well he is. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't play, and instead maybe come back for the Vanderbilt game the following week. But we'll see. Defense did play a little bit better against Auburn, so that's good. Ronald Powell didn't play, but should be back for Georgia. Demps should be back for Georgia. So yeah, we'll see. SEC championship stuff, that's out of the way. That's done. Even if Florida were to beat Georgia and South Carolina, Georgia and South Carolina would each have to lose another game, and I just don't see that happening with the way their schedule sets up. So, but just trying to get a bowl game. 8 wins. Let's get the 8 wins. And let's get the January bowl game. Keep that streak going. I think it's 6 straight years with the January bowl game. I think the last one was we missed out on was the Peach Bowl, back when they called it the Peach Bowl. That's Miami. Let's see, yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Florida, Georgia, it's on. I mean, it's a big game to a lot of the older guys. Me, I see it as another SEC game. That it is what it is. Georgia fans, you might not like that, but that's just the era I grew up in. I know you guys hate us to shit, but I don't see any different than Vanderbilt and fucking Kentucky fans getting pissed off about losing to Florida all the time. So, should be interesting. But yeah, we'll see. Is there a chance Florida can win? Sure. It's the SEC, anything can happen. More importantly, it's college football, anything can happen. So, we'll wait and see and find out. Florida right now, this season, 1 game at a time. Get this offense. I mean, apparently the offense is a lot more difficult to pick up than we originally thought. The first 4 games are kind of mediocre, vanilla, basic offense. Try to step it up a little bit against Alabama. That kind of bit us in the ass. Not so much on the offensive side, but the defense couldn't do shit. Even worse with the LSU game. Holy shit. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's all I got. Peace, and go Gators.